What's your name and how old you are?
Gemma Louise Smith, 33.
And a little bit about life growing up?
Life growing up. Well, my mum and dad died when I was 3. They were both on drugs. My mum got electrocuted. My dad took an overdose, and then my nan and granddad brought me and my sister up. My granddad died when I was 9. Then my nan died. I had 3 kids under 3 on my own. I had a breakdown.
How old were you at that point when you...
My nan died in 2013. My nan died. And then I had the kids, and then basically social services got involved and all that. Then they said I went on heroin and crack then. Then they said go to rehab and there's a chance of getting your kids back. So I went to rehab. They sent me a letter saying you're not getting your kids back because you haven't got enough family support. So I left rehab, met some lads, started smoking crack, and then started smoking heroin. Then I had a load of trouble in where I'm from, so I've had to come over here, and then that's about it really. So what did they... And now I'm homeless in a place where I don't know, I've never been before, and I don't know anyone.
That must be terrifying.
Well, there's always someone else worse off. That's what you've got to remember.
There is, but that doesn't mean that
no.
Your situation, like, there is always people worse off, but that don't mean that your situation's not bad.
No, I know, but it could be worse. Well, it wasn't legal, but you know.
So you said before that you weren't on crack and heroin when they sent you to what did they make you go to rehab?
Because I was drinking. I had a big time, so I was drinking as well.
Using the drink to cope?
Yeah.
So they made you to go and then took your kids off you anyway?
Sent me a letter when I was there saying you haven't got enough family support.
I can't even imagine. 3 under 3 must have been hard work though. Like that's a lot. Like 1 under 3 is a lot, isn't it? Like 3 and...
Yeah.
Do you have any relationship with your children now?
No.
No. Would you like to?
Yeah, obviously.
Do you remember much about your parents?
No.
Or no, just what you thought? Did your nan and granddad, were they open about it growing up, when you were growing up? Or?
Yeah. They both, my mum and dad were both on drugs. So.
Do you believe in it sort of being a genetic thing? Or? Yeah.
As you like, in a way, but...
Like, I think addiction is, like, it can run in families, can't it?
Yeah. It can.
What was it like growing up with your nan and granddad?
Oh no, it was good growing up with my nan and granddad. It was alright.
Yeah.
Oh.
How did you first get introduced to sort of crack and heroin?
Boy that I was with. Yeah. So.
Did you know before you started taking them what they like? What
no,
they were?
I always got shielded from it. Do you know what I mean? My uncle was on it and all that, but I always like got shielded from it. So. But then when I moved, like when my nan and granddad died, like the kids got off and come out of here and all that, I moved to like where I moved to, and then I met some girl. She was my best mate. But then she died last year, and she was like my sister, you know what I mean? So we're turning anniversary in a week. Shit.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I'm alright now, right? But people are just too quick to judge, do you know what I mean?
When they have
far too quick.
No idea what you've been through. And you've like been through more than you've had to deal with more loss than most people. I've been here,
just under 2 weeks, and I've been attacked twice already.
Is that by other girls or?
No, both.
Yeah.
But shit happens, doesn't it?
That must make you feel real really vulnerable.
Oh, alright. I'm a big girl. I'm a Scotia.
Reputation for being tough.
Yeah. No, I'm alright. I am, so. I'm okay.
Have people ever offered you help?
Yeah, I'm going to somewhere in a bit. I'm just gonna do what I've got to do, and then me Kiwi is gonna find me a taxi.
And will that be to somewhere safe?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you where I am.
So is that sort of like a little weight off your mind?
Yeah, at least you wouldn't know where I'm staying, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You'll be
I stayed with some lads last night, and he was for the past 2 nights, and he's just weird.
Creepy.
Yeah.
You don't relax and you feel like you can't relax.
I know, yeah.
And you feel on edge all the time.
I know.
Where would you like to see your life in 5 years' time?
5 years? Oh God, off dog, seeing my kids.
What, is there anything more that people could do to help you get to that?
I don't know, I've got to start helping myself first. Do you know what I mean? You've got to start being honest.
Do you feel like you're in that headspace to be ready to do?
At the moment, yeah.
That's good that you sort of sees that headspace whilst you're in it.
I know, yeah.
Like, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, whilst you're in the frame of mind. What did you want to be when you were growing up?
I used to be a teacher.
Did you?
I used to work in a private school.
What did you used to teach?
I used to work in the same age as Jamie Carragher, football player. I used to work with his kids. I used to be a teacher, yeah, before all this.
What subject did you used to teach?
They were only kids, so it was like A, B, C, 1, 2, 3.
A bit of it, yeah.
A bit of everything, do you know what I mean? Like from 4 to 7.
Oh wow, that must have been hard but rewarding.
Yeah, and then I got pregnant. I have 3 kids. I was pregnant 2010, 2011 and 2012. So it was hard, but...
I can imagine.
And you know, 3 kids under 3.
Oh God, I know. I couldn't do it. Like, hats off to you, I couldn't do it.
I know.
Could not do it.
So...
Could not do that.
Okay. That's funny.
Would you like to get back to teaching them?
No, probably not teaching, no. I don't know.
Did you enjoy it when you did it?
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, I loved it. I did.
I bet that's really rewarding, especially at that age when they sort of pick stuff up so quick, don't they, and learn.
Yeah.
Proper watch them like progress, don't you?
Yeah, you do, like, yeah.
Are you close with your sister at all?
No, got no family. No family whatsoever. On my own. Me, myself and I.
That, it must be difficult without that sort of support system around you.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Have you got a partner at all?
No. But I don't want one. Just can't rid of them.
I think it's difficult, isn't it, to sort of, like you're at that stage you were saying where you want to sort of change your life.
Yeah.
I think it's sometimes easier to do that on your own, isn't it? Sort of work on yourself first before.
Yeah.
Have you had any really bad experiences working?
Yeah.
How have you found?
As a start. What? Hold on. Yeah, I have, yeah.
How have you found the police in situations like that?
Don't just disclose that. Don't really want to talk about that.
No, that's fine. Have you got any advice for people watching this that maybe are sort of thinking about trying drugs or anything like that?
Don't. Just don't. It's not worth it. Really not worth it. It's not.
Do you feel like they take everything?
Just ask for help, do you know what I mean? Wish I did before.
It's hindsight sometimes a wonderful thing, and that it's difficult at the time.
Yeah.
And any advice or anything, not advice, but anything you want to say towards the people that you feel maybe like might judge you?
Don't. Never judge a book by its colour. You don't know what people have been through. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You never know, do you?
No.
that was great. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching Gemma's story. We're now going to talk a little bit about it. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed. Thank you. So Gemma, oh my God, why do I feel like it's just a thing of no hope, isn't it? Like, not no hope. That was awful. Don't do that again. I'm not going to have anyone from Liverpool watching. As in, like, I don't feel like I worded that right, but kids being set up to fail.
Yeah.
So both her parents died when she was 3. They were addicts. Her dad overdosed on drugs. So grandparents brought her and her sister up, which, like, a lot of respect for that. And like, she was happy with them, but it's still, and I know at 3, like, you probably don't remember, but it's still, you know about it, don't you?
You know about it.
Like, it's still going to affect you. And her nan died, and when her nan died, she had, oh, it makes me shiver just thinking about it, 3 kids under 3. Like, that's hard work. And I know a lot of people do it, and, like, obviously hats off to them, because that sounds like my idea of hell, like pure hell. And she understandably suffered a breakdown.
Yeah.
And I don't, oh, like this, it makes me so mad. Because she understandably suffered a breakdown. I think that's perfectly understandable. You've got 3 kids under 3, you're under a lot of stress already. Then your nan, who's like your mum, dies. Completely understandable that you suffered a breakdown.
Yeah.
I don't think that's weakness, nothing.
No, it's not weakness.
So social services got involved.
Yeah.
I hate social services. And I'm not saying there's not good social workers out there,
Yeah.
but the whole system's just fucked in general, isn't it?
Yeah.
So social services got involved, told her to go to rehab for the drink, because she was drinking due to a breakdown. Again, understandable. So she went, because she wanted to do the right thing. She wanted to keep her kids, she went to rehab. Whilst in rehab, they took her kids off her and let her know by letter.
Yeah.
She wasn't taking drugs or nothing before that. She was suffering with being addicted to alcohol, which I think is probably a very common problem that a lot of people are and won't admit to.
Oh yeah.
It makes me so mad, because if they hadn't done what they did, the rest of her whole life would have been completely different. She was doing the right thing, she was doing what she had to do to get her kids back, and they didn't even give her a chance to come out of rehab. She was in there when they sent her the letter.
When she was vulnerable.
But when she was trying as well, she was doing what she had to do, she was doing what they told her to do, and they used that as an opportunity to take the kids and just let her know.
But that's what they do. That's what they do. I've been through that, that's what they do.
I would burn the whole city to the ground. I wouldn't stop.
But you can't do that.
Why not?
You can't do that, because when you do that, if you act on it, that you're proving the point that there was right.
It makes me so mad. It makes me even madder that she was doing what they told her to do.
Yeah. So what's the point of trying?
What's the point in doing what they tell you to do if they're going to fucking do it anyway? Because then, after she left rehab, which I get, what's the point now?
What's the point now?
And then started on crack and heroin. Which would never have happened if social services hadn't took their kids away.
Yeah.
Would never have happened. Well, you obviously can't say never, say never. But her life would have been, and I think I can definitely say this with conviction, her life would have been different if they hadn't took her kids away from her. I think one of the saddest bits as well is, and I hope Gemma won't mind me saying this, like, her life is miserable. She'll admit to that. And she was still there being like, well, there's always people worse off.
Yeah.
Like,
you have to keep thinking, you have to be positive, because there's
always... but I know
there's always someone worse.
There is, but that doesn't mean that you can't be sad about your situation.
What is being sad about? What's that going to achieve?
Because you can't run from feelings.
Oh, you have to
acknowledge your feelings, let it teach you what it needs to teach you, and then let it go. Don't hold on to it. But don't ignore it either, because I think that's when stuff builds up. And, like, I know I'm guilty for it. Like,
of course.
I am, and then I find myself being snappy with Jazz, who, like, understandably maybe is winding me up, but it's not her fault that I'm in a bad mood. And I think when you don't take time to acknowledge why you're feeling what you're feeling, when you don't take a moment, that's when it does build up, and you end up snapping at people that haven't done
You
the stuff to you that's pissed off. Like,
can't
I
control
wanted to
emotion.
snap at the fireman, not Jazz, but I didn't. And then it like builds up at you. And yeah, I get there is people always worse off. I do get that, but that doesn't mean that you can't acknowledge that at the moment you feel a bit shit about stuff. Just because there's always people worse off. I get that, but it doesn't mean you can't be upset about your situation. So she is now homeless in a place where she knows no one. She has no relationship with her kids. I can't imagine how scary that must be. Like, I already think being homeless is like tough, but in a place where you know no one, no one's got your back, like, because I think what we have seen from like talking to quite a lot of people in general is a lot of homeless people that like they have each other's backs.
Yeah.
They're like their own little family, and she's in a place where she knows no one.
No one.
Like, she hasn't got anyone she can depend on. She's got no relationship with her kids.
That's painful.
I can't imagine how painful that is.
It's you and being to that situation. You can't
fathom how it makes you feel.
No, you can't.
No. So she feels again that people are too quick to judge, and they are. They are quick.
People are so judgmental these days. It's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people that judge that they're perfect. No, you're not perfect.
No one's perfect.
The only thing you're trying to make other people feel uncomfortable to make yourself feel better, because your life is miserable.
Because if you're happy, you don't feel the need to take it out on other people.
I don't want to make another person feel horrible.
No, you want to spread the happiness, don't you?
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. And I think, like, Gemma obviously shows like she's tough. She's so tough. She's so tough and strong. But that'll only last so long. And I don't want it to get to the point where like the world completely breaks her down.
Yeah. But when you're working on the street, you have to be tough.
You get that.
It's not easy.
But I'll end on a little positive note. Gemma has got to the stage where she realises she needs to start helping herself, and I think that is a massive step. She's not expecting someone else to come rescue her.
Yeah.
She realises that she needs to help herself. Like, she says herself, she's been offered so much help, like she's got so much help around her. Now it's got to the stage where she needs to help herself.
And the good thing, there's a lot of help out there if people really want to get help. There's a lot of organisations.
I'm not saying it's going to be easy.
No, nothing's easy.
But like, nothing's easy. But at least she is at the point where she has realised that she's got to pull her weight with it. Like, she can't just expect other people to help her. She needs to help herself. And I hope that she can do that. And she can maybe start rebuilding that relationship with her kids. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again next week. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed.